What's up, Sushi Fam? Trey and Kimmy here. We're on episode 3 of our Sunhaven series. This time, we're going to talk about the different skill trees and the skills in them.
So today we're going to be going over the 5 different skill trees that are within Sunhaven. Now, the 5 skill trees are exploration, farming, mining, combat, and fishing. Each one has a total of 10 different subcategories, each with different skills that you can put up as you progress. Now, at base, you get 70 skill points. There's 70 levels that you can get within each category. However, there is a way to get more skill points, and we can go over that at the end of this video. That way you guys have a better understanding on how to level up your skills, what to level up first, and know exactly what you need in order to have the best progression throughout this game.
The first skill tree that we're going over is exploration.
So exploration has to do with your wood cutting and exploring throughout the game. A lot of ways that you can level it up. The easiest one is picking up items off the ground, wood cutting, and just going all over the game, exploring and doing quests, etc., etc. There's so many different ways you can actually level this up. It's pretty straightforward. Some of the skills, though, that you get in it are really, really useful. A lot of them have to do with getting extra items, being able to cut wood better, special abilities that help you cut wood better, and also finding rare items in an easy manner. So you're going to want to level this up as much as you can. However, like I said, you will level it up as you go. So it's not something you have to necessarily focus in heavily.
The next skill tree is farming.
So farming is really self-explanatory. If you played a game called Stardew, you'll have a really good grasp on this already. To level it up, you plant, harvest your stuff, go along your merry way. Now, the one thing that I will say about this skill tree and a lot of the skills that are within it is as you progress, it'll make farming and making foods and stuff like that so much easier. You learn new recipes. And as you progress as well, when you get pets, they actually give them abilities that help you throughout the game. That is something that I highly recommend that you level up very early because it's going to help you as you progress. And it also helps you with some of the other skill trees as well. And it is one of the easiest ways to make money. Keep that in mind.
Next, we have mining.
Now, mining again is very self-explanatory. However, there's something that I want to mention when it comes to mining skill. The mining skill tree has a lot of abilities that's going to make mining very, very quickly as you progress. As you progress in this, the faster you'll get better equipment and jewelry that will help you with your abilities and your combat. Now, another thing I'd like to mention is doing mining in the mines of Sunhaven actually helps with your combat because as you go into the mines, there's things that you have to fight as well as there's some skills within the skill tree that'll up your combat abilities and up your combat experience as you use them. So I would highly recommend it that you guys do your mining, get your levels up quick because this is going to help you, especially if you want to progress at a faster rate in the game.
The next one is combat.
Now, combat has a lot of different things within it. You have your option to be a swordsman. You have an option to be a crossbowman. You also have an option to be a mage. So this one's really going to depend on how you want to play. So the top row is all about your magician skills. Anything that has to do with magic, mana, different abilities, etc. Your second row is all about your sword skills. This is where you want to go if you're looking to be a swordsman. If you want to get close combat, that's what you want to do. This is second row. Third row is all about your mark. Want to be a crossbowman? That's your spot right there. Now, one thing I will say is at the very bottom, there's a lot of abilities that help with your speed, your armor, and your recovery, etc. Those are going to be very good for mobility. It's going to be very good for your maintaining your battles, and it's going to be really good just to have as a backup if in case you need to be tankier or anything like that. So depending on how you want to play and how you want to adventure, this skill tree is going to be a little bit more diverse depending on how you play it. And it's really going to be based up to you. So go whichever route you want to, but make sure that you're ready to spend the points on it because you can't redo those skill points category, right? So make sure you guys have the decision made ahead of time.
And lastly, we have fishing.
Now the fishing one's really, really easy. There's not as many rows. There's not as many skill points that need to be spent. However, there's still a lot to learn. Now, when it comes to fishing, if you just want to go fishing with a rod and you're good to go with that, there's lots of skills that up that. Another skill that basically allows you to get more fish or better fish or more mythical fish per se as you use your skills. Or if you just want to have passive fishing experience, then I would go with the very bottom row, which is all about net fishing. You put your nets down, you wait, you picked up the fish, and you go away. Now, the one thing I will say about this category is because there's less skill points to be spent, there is potential that they might be adding more as a fourth row at the bottom. Who knows? We'll see in the future updates, but anything could happen. So that's really a basic understanding of what the skills are and everything like that within the game. Like I said, there's 5 total categories, each with their own benefits and things that you want us to do a more in-depth about maybe each individual category and go over all the skills. Let us know in the comments because it's something that we could definitely do. But I feel like if we did that now, it'd be a really, really long video that I'm sure not sit through. So if you guys are interested in that, drop in the comments, let me know what you guys want to know, and we can go over all of it for you guys.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like more Sunhaven tips, tricks, and updates, make sure to subscribe and check in every Thursday for a new video added to this series. We'll check you in the next one.